Hey everyone, so we're just going to do another example of a triangular displacement calculation, I guess distance and displacement. We've been having a little bit of trouble with these, so this is really important to be able to differentiate between how to calculate distance and displacement if you've changed direction. So we're just going to use this example here. It says you traveled 15 meters north and 5 meters west. So the first thing we should do is draw this out. So we started, say, at this point, we traveled 15 meters north, and then we traveled 5 meters west. Okay, so this was our start. Here is our end point. So when we're calculating distance, we know that we're just looking for the total surface area or the ground covered by that individual. So if an individual went from here, walked all the way 15 meters north, and then walked 15 meters west, that's how we're going to calculate this out. So for distance, it would just simply be 15 meters plus 5 meters, which would equal 20 meters. Okay? So again, distance is just the total ground covered. We don't need a direction. We just have 15 meters plus 5 meters, so we know this individual covered a ground of 20 meters. Now, when we're doing displacement, we're looking to calculate where this endpoint is in relation to this start point, so the overall change in the position, okay? So we don't care that they traveled here and then here, we want to figure out what this is, because this would be our overall change in position, okay? So if you've seen Pythagoras before, we know that we can use the formula a squared plus b squared equals c squared, okay? So in this case, we've created a little right-angled triangle here, so we'll call 15 as a, 5 as b, and we are trying to calculate c. So what is c? What we have to do is we take our numbers that we have and fill them into our equation. So we have 15 as a, so we do 15 squared, plus b, which we said was 5, so we would do 5 squared is equal to c squared. Okay, so we do our math. 15 squared is 225 plus 5 squared is 25 is equal to c squared. Add these together, we get 250 is equal to c squared. We want to get rid of this squared sign, so we take the square root, and whatever we do to one side of an equation, we do to the other. So I have to grab my calculator for this. Not sure of all of my square roots, so we'll do the square root of 250, and that means that c is equal to 15.8 meters. And since we're talking about displacement, we need a direction as well. So we went north and we went west, so it would be 15.8 meters northwest. Okay? So, if you wanted to use these numbers to calculate speed or velocity, you would have to make sure that for when you're calculating speed, you're using distance. When you're calculating for velocity, you're using displacement. So again, these two are very different numbers, obviously. We have a distance of only of 20 meters, and our displacement is less than that. We were only displaced by 15.8 meters northwest. So if you ever have to do questions that are asking for speed and distance, if you have a triangular equation like this, make sure that you're either looking for speed. If you're looking for speed, you're using distance. If you're looking for velocity, you're using displacement. Right on.